We are what we think about. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's a pretty simple concept. It basically means that you're destined to become what you're always thinking about. To break it down, if your mind is filled with ideas like, I'm a total failure and I'll never achieve anything, guess what? You'll turn into that failure and success will slip away. It's like a basic equation. Thoughts equal outcomes. I've seen this play out in my own life too. There have been moments where my lack of self-belief has held me back in a big way, damaging my progress. And honestly, I'm in one of those slumps right now. I'm not making real strides towards success. And it stings, it hurts to admit because deep down I feel like I should have hit milestones in various areas much sooner. Take YouTube for instance. I've had another channel besides this one for a year now, and it never really gained traction. The hard truth? That's on me. My inconsistency, inefficiency, and laziness turned it into just a hobby instead of a potential career. Watching my mentors not only rise to success but sometimes crash and burn, all while I've stayed stuck in the same spot, is discouraging. There's not much you can do about it, though. Jealousy doesn't help. Everyone's path unfolds on their own timeline. You don't see the grind they put in behind closed doors. We all assume others have it easy, but without knowing their inner battles and sacrifices, we'll never get the full picture. This rings especially true if you convince yourself you won't succeed. You simply won't. It all starts in the mind. The biggest battle most of us fight every single day isn't against the world. It's against our own thoughts. Hell, even my greatest enemy has always been me. I've seen this pattern repeat over and over for years. If I don't deliberately set a task or goal for myself, I do nothing worthwhile. I just drift, waste hours, scroll TikTok. I do this for like days, weeks, sometimes even longer. I'm trapped in my head, replaying the same negative loops. Like, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, look how far behind you are. I don't even want to know the statistics on how many people spend their lives sitting in silence, mentally beating themselves down instead of taking action. It's heartbreaking when you realize how much time gets stolen by our own minds. But here's the powerful flip side. You can actually fool yourself into succeeding. And I mean that in the best possible way. If you believe something deeply and consistently enough, your brain starts treating it as truth. It's the exact same mechanism that makes chronic liars believe their own stories. Tell a lie 100 times, repeat it with conviction, and eventually your mind stops questioning it. It becomes your reality. I'm sure there are some studies on this, like that repetition creates neutral pathways, self-deception turns into beliefs, and etc. But you don't need the lab coat to see it in action. So why not flip the script and use that same power for good? Let's call it like a strategic self-deception, or more simply like planting the seed of success through repetition. Take any goal, big or small, realistic or seemingly insane. Tell yourself the lie of already becoming that version of you. Say it out loud, write it down, repeat it every morning, every night, every time doubt creeps in. For example, let's say I want to be a billionaire, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna be a billionaire by 25. At first it feels ridiculous, even embarrassing. Your brain fights it back. Yeah, right, who do you think you are? You're not able to do that. But if you keep saying it calmly, confidently, without sarcasm, something shifts. Your mind starts looking for evidence. It asks, okay, if that's true, what am I doing wrong right now? What do I need to fix? What small step can I take today to move closer? And I've been doing this for the past few months. I've been telling everybody, I've been telling myself, like, I'm a millionaire. I told that to my grandma. She was looking at me like I'm some sort of weirdo, but deep down I know I'm going to become a millionaire. So I just spoke it into reality. I mean, I'm not there yet, but I know I'm a millionaire, so it's easy. I do the repetition, and one day I'll just have $1 million in my bank. The more you repeat it, the more your brain stops seeing it as a fantasy and starts treating it as an unfinished fact. That inner tension, the discomfort of it's not here yet, becomes fuel. You begin analyzing your habits, your choices, your environment. You spot the gaps. You fix them. And slowly, the lie stops being a lie. It becomes your reality because you rewired your thinking to make it inevitable. This works for any goal. Want to get in the best shape of your life? Tell yourself daily, I'm someone who never skips the gym. My body is strong, disciplined, and capable. I've been doing daily workouts for almost 2 years now, and I never skip them just because I say to myself, I go to the gym or I do workouts every day, and I just do them. The key is consistency and emotional conviction. Don't just mumble the words, feel them, act as if they're already true. Your actions will start aligning with belief, and the results will follow. So, ask yourself, what lie of success are you willing to tell yourself every single day until it becomes the truth? Because we become what we think about, and the mind is trainable. For me, that happened in school, something that seemed impossible at first but became real because I refused to let my own thoughts win. So yeah, in many countries around the world you have these tests and like big exams at the end of high school, and we also had something like that. And there are like tests that measure how much you learned in high school and how prepared you are for the next level of education, like university. And yeah, let's be real, they like often feel like a pressure cooker testing your nerves than your actual knowledge. Before I even took my exam, I was already drowning in doubt. I had spent months studying, drilling problems in my mind, memorizing everything, practicing, and yeah, like reviewing everything over and over again. But no matter how much I was practicing, there was always that fear, like, what if I'm not smart enough? What if I freeze? What if this one test ruins my future? I was convinced that the test was some unbeatable monster that only geniuses could conquer. Every practice test felt like proof I wasn't ready. I'd get average or below average scores and think like, see, this is who I am, I'm not just cut out for this. And the anxiety built so much that I almost didn't want to show up. Then something clicked before the actual test day. I realized it doesn't matter how much I've studied or repeated these subjects if my mind is still full of doubt. And all that knowledge was already in there. I'd put in the hours, but my mind was sabotaging me. I was creating the failure before it even happened by constantly thinking I can't do this or I'm going to mess up. So I made a decision right then. The most important thing isn't more studying. It's believing in my ability to solve the test and get a good score. I started repeating to myself, I've prepared, I'm capable, I can handle whatever questions come up. I trust myself to think clearly and do my best. I said that in the morning and before I went to sleep in the night, and I stopped treating the test like a life or death judgment and started seeing it as just another challenge I was ready for. And when the test day came, the difference was night and day. No racing heart, no mental fog. The questions that used to feel impossible suddenly looked solvable. I stayed calm, focused, and worked through them step by step. It felt manageable. Not easy, but doable, because I wasn't fighting myself anymore. And the result was that I scored much higher than any practice test had ever predicted. Enough to open doors to any school that I would want to go or any university that I wanted to go to. And it wasn't because I magically learned more content overnight or more tests, but it was because I finally believed that I could do it. And that experience taught me something huge. No amount of repetition or study can overcome a mindset of doubt. But once you shift to I'm capable and I can solve this, I trust my abilities, even if the belief starts small, the mental blocks fall away. Your knowledge flows freely. Your performance rises to match what you truly believe about yourself. And that's when things changed. The calmer mindset made all the difference. I performed better because I wasn't fighting myself the whole time. And yeah, I went to college and I never felt nervous about the test again. You get like that jitter before the test, but I always believed in myself from that day on, and I did well on all of my tests. I finished college in 3 years, and I never really tried that hard. I always just had something in the back of my mind that told me like, you're capable, you're going to do it. And yeah, that's all that you need at the end of the day, just your belief into yourself. Because at the end of the day, we are what we think about. And your thoughts don't just affect how you feel, they directly shape you. Change the story in your head, and then the outcome often changes with it. So next time you're facing like a major exam or anything important in your life, remember, the preparation matters, but your mindset might matter even more. Tell yourself the truth that serves you. I've got this, I'm capable. Whatever happens, I'll figure it out. Watch how that belief turns pressure into performance. That mindset, that quiet, unshakable confidence, was exactly what saved me that day. Because I was so secure in my preparation and in myself, I actually started looking around the room while taking the test. I saw everyone else, heads down, pencils flying, faces tight with stress, clearly terrified that one wrong answer could ruin everything. They were sweating the score, the future, the pressure, and me, I was calm. I remember thinking, I've already been through this. I've prepared, I've studied, I know what I'm capable of. This isn't make or break, it's just another step. That detachment gave me an edge. No panic, no second guessing every question, just clear, focused work. And look, I'm not sharing this to brag about my test scores or anything like that. Scores don't define anyone. I'm sharing it because that shift in mindset was the real difference maker. When you put in the real work, the hours of study, the practice questions, the late nights, reviewing weak areas, then allow yourself to fully believe in what you've built. Tell yourself, I've done the preparation, I can do this, things will work out one way or another. That belief doesn't ignore reality, it enhances it. It removes the mental noise so your actual skills can shine through. Doubt clouds thinking, confidence sharpens it. So, do yourself a favor. After you've put in the effort on any big challenge that you're facing, choose the mindset that serves you. Believe you're capable, trust the process, let go of the fear of what if I'll fail, and replace it with I've got this and I'll handle whatever comes next. When preparation meets belief, success follows. You will succeed, not because everything goes perfectly, but because you've trained your mind to perform under pressure instead of crumbling from it. We are what we think about. So think like someone who already won. Hopefully this made sense. I kind of ramble, but it came from the heart. So yeah, good night, good luck on whatever challenge you're facing next, and yeah, you've got this.